Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit get you prepared though.
Yeah, they'll get you prepared.
To get you prepared. That shit make you like, all right, yo, I'm good. Audio right, everything good.
Yeah,
Hell,
yeah, yeah.
got 30 seconds, yo. But what's going on, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Holla at Your Boy. You know what I mean? This is the Holla at Your Boy YouTube, Facebook edition. You already know, man. I go by the name of Rel. That is Young Jers over there. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? For everybody that's on Facebook, the YouTube is right there in the background. And for everybody, please make sure that you become a member to the Patreon page. The Patreon is right there at the bottom of the background, man. Dolo Solo 103 TV. Become a member, man. You already know. Shout out to everybody who's viewing this, whether religiously, y'all know what I'm about to say, or in passing. You already. You now tuned into the Holla at Your Boy. You already know, man. Listen, man. Listen. You know what I mean? Sheen.com. You already know, man. Go on Sheen.com, man, and type in the promo code GFRB9, man. That's the picks of the month. You know what I mean? I pretty much got to update that. But for right now, go on Sheen.com, type in the promo code GFRB9, and check out the picks of the month, man. Also, if y'all want to donate, man, y'all could donate to the Cash App. You know what I mean? Listen, feel free, man. Donate to the Cash App or right here, man. You know what I mean? Scan that QR code, you know what I mean? Donate to the Cash App, man. We highly appreciate it. You know what I mean? We highly appreciate that joint. One more thing, man. Listen, Hypewave91.com, Hypewave91.com, made for comfort, man. Go get your Hyperphones, man. Still 10% off, still running through, man. 10% off on everything, man. If you become a member to the Patreon page, you will get a free Hypewave sweat set. That's right, a free Hypewave sweat set with the color of your choice, man. So make sure y'all tap in Hypewave91.com, man. We got a real good show tonight, man. We got a special show tonight. Y'all already know, man. I'm about to matter of fact, I'm about to ask my brother, how was your day, man? How was your day?
My day was good, man. Went out, went and did some lift runs, got a little pickups in the hometown, back in the hometown of North. Like, it was
So you could do lift in North now.
Yeah, in Jersey, man. I had to get the little play cards. Like, I don't use them junks, man. I don't even want nobody know because you supposed to. I guess Jersey is strict because I don't know if because of the crime or whatever, but for some reason you gotta have identification when you picking like people up dealing with Lyft. Like you gotta have it on your car and your window so people could know that that's they ride and that's they Lyft ride. So
what you mean, like a big ass picture of you like this?
Somewhat, yeah, because Lyft make you smile, man. Listen, I'm not really a person that like smiling in pictures. Like when I first signed up for Lyft, and I took a picture and I take my picture like almost look like it's a mug shot or something. Like, so they was like, nah, rejected. You got to smile in your pic. I'm like, man.
So show the audience your so if you were about to take a Lyft picture right now, show the audience how you gonna take it.
I mean, like just smiling like I'm doing right now. Yeah, though, but like it's a difference when you're in a video and then like when you actually taking a picture, like it's a different, but yeah, so yeah, I don't and they got my name, they got all that. I don't want people to know, but like, oh, that's Trev right there.
Oh, so you got your name in the window and all of that stuff?
You got your like. I mean, you don't have to have your full name for Lyft. You don't gotta have it. You could just put like Trail or whatever. But still, like, it still got your picture, your face. Then it got your name. You got all that right there, and then like you gotta put it on your window. So like I don't. And when
people know it's you.
Yeah, like so when I'm at a red light and somebody like was on the corner and they be like, "Wait, that's Trail." They looking at the video, be like, "Yo, what do people be knowing me? Like riding around, what type of car I got? Like, like if I was somewhere else, people don't know who I am. But just in Newark, like you just like people probably I might gonna be around people know me and shit. So I don't
like. Do you have the sign? Like you know how Lyft or DoorDash they got that like illuminating sign that they put in their dashboard or on top of their car and shit like Domino's. You got one of those?
What, like we talking about like a Lyft sign?
Yeah. You know the lift sign that light up and shit like that.
Oh
All
no,
Uber.
I don't got the light up yet. I don't know if they're gonna send it or I gotta request it. Probably I gotta request it. I don't know. But they sent me the regular one, just the regular sign that say lift and shit. So I got that in my window and all that. But that's all. That's the only thing I got right now. But yeah, like I said, I don't use that identification. I put it on my back seat. I put it on my chair when they get inside. I got to
Mm-hmm.
tape to my back seat. Like, all right, there go
Oh,
you.
that's smart.
That's
That's smart.
yeah, that's what I do. So nobody gonna complain and all. But anyway, yeah, like I did that today. You know, I just went out, did a little bit of runs of that to make a little extra money. Came home, chill with the shorty, and with my girl and everything. And then she made a nigga something to eat. And went
It's
ahead, like, you know,
just how to eat. That's good.
yeah, word, like you. So it's always good to end your night with a good meal, like you know. It's
Yeah,
always good. So
yeah.
now, yeah, that was my day though.
Same here, man. Listen, man. Well, not same here because I'm not no Lyft or Uber driver, but I'm a
Mhm.
definitely a DoorDash driver as well. Shout out to
Yeah.
everybody. You know what, man? Shout out to everybody who doing Lyft, DoorDash, and Uber Eats and everything, man. Listen, man, we out here risking our lives trying to get
Yeah,
y'all
yeah, word.
and trying to get y'all food. You know what I mean? We out here dedicating our lives to strangers.
Strangers, like
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell them just real quick while we talking about it, so y'all can know my little struggle of lit, like especially like sometimes I be doing it at night, and this happened at nighttime.
Mm,
And I was telling you, like I was picked up this guy and waiting for him to come out. He came out. He came through. He was like a Mexican type guy, whatever,
damn,
Spanish, Mexican, whatever.
profiling. Yo, you know Trump picking up the immigrants. Why how you just assume he Mexican
I
already?
ain't. I'm just speaking what it was. It was a Mexican Spanish. I'm not profiling. That's what it was. Like it could have been anybody, but that's what he was. Like, and he came around a car. I saw he had something in his hand. I'm like, yo, what the fuck he got in his hands and shit. Like,
Mm,
excuse me. So he got in a car. We opened up my door. I saw it. It was like a big power tool. Like, I'm like, oh, he got a big power. It looked like I don't know if it's a drill or a nail drill. Like what you call them, like when you power nail, when you power like, and then when it, what you call that? Like when you nailing something, but it's a power nail. I don't know what you call it.
a nail gun, probably
Yeah,
like
nail gun. Yeah. No, basically like a nail gun. So it was a big drill or a nail gun. The nail gun would make me nervous because them shit shoots out. Like
yeah.
so, I'm like, yo, this nigga got a big tool. So my knowledge now, I'm gonna do differently, but at that time, I just allow him get in. So while I'm driving, man, I'm looking like, yo, I'm eyeballing my rearview mirror, like
Mm-hmm.
different family, like you move funny and I'm speeding up, move like
Yeah,
I'm doing anything. You
you
better hope you got a seatbelt on, nigga.
slam your brake, that shit go like, dude.
Burn up, like
Oh,
I ain't
no.
on rearview mirror, like, I'm balling, I ain't beat. Like, I was you move funny and I'm speeding up, move like
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
doing
wait, wait,
anything.
wait. What happened?
You better hope you got a seatbelt on,
Oh
nigga.
shit, my bad. That was listen, I'm sorry, y'all. That was Facebook. You know what I mean? I had Facebook playing in the back.
Uh,
My bad. I was trying to share the video, but all right, go ahead, continue. My bad,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. No, you good. Yeah. So like when he finally got out, I was like, oh, cool. So now what I know, like if I see somebody with a big power tool, I'm just gonna tell them like, nah, yo, you gotta put that in the trunk. You ain't getting behind me with that. Because it's the thing of somebody being behind. First of all, I don't like people be behind me, period. So I'm surprised that I'm actually doing this. It's money. Money allow you to change up like as you gotta grind to get when you gotta grind, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm not used to people sitting behind me. When I get on the bus, when I used to get on the bus before I was driving, I go all the way in the back. Listen, people like, yo, Rosa Parks sat in the front for us. He sat in the front for us. Y'all want to sit in the back, man? Listen, toodles to Rosa Parks. I appreciate it, but I'm sitting in the back. It's because I like to see people in front of me. Like I like to like I don't want nobody but I want everybody to be in front of me so I can see what's going on. Like
Yeah.
so that's how I am. When I'm at my job, when I go in the lunchroom, I go to the table all the way in the back. Like I don't sit in the middle, I go all the way back just to see everybody in front of me. It's the thing of people sitting behind me. And if I can't see what you're doing, I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I feel a little awkward.
yeah,
So that's what that is.
yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who, they gotta do what they gotta do to survive out here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
Right.
got to do to survive. All right, man. Listen, man, we about to talk about the hot topic that's going around town right now. You feel what I'm saying? That surprised everybody, man. It's been a trade that happened in the NBA world. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis got traded to the Mavs. Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers, man, and it caught everybody by storm. I'm talking about, when I say everybody, I mean everybody, man. I'm talking about, hell, even LeBron didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah, word.
Damn near 95% of the Lakers organization didn't know what was going on. And same thing with the Mavs. You know, this was a surprise trade. Only two
Yeah.
people knew what was going on. And that was I don't listen, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Rob Pelinka and it's somebody else. Rob Pelinka, he was Kobe Bryant's agent. You know what I mean? He was a couple other people agents and stuff like that, but only two people knew what was going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, Anthony Davis went to the Mavs. You know, a surprise trade. Anthony Davis went to the Mavs, and Luka Doncic went to the Lakers. Now, according to me, you know, a lot of people was questioning the trade, and they tried to make sense of it, and they tried to figure out was that a good trade or not. Honestly, you know, I'm a Lakers fan, as you can see. You know, I got the Kobe Bryant MVP jersey right there. I'm a Lakers fan, so if you were to
Yeah.
ask me for real, no biasness, but I think that trade was good because the team was supposed to build around Anthony Davis back, and his sole purpose of coming to the Lakers was you know, when LeBron leaves, that can be his team. You know what I'm saying? But the case was throughout the years is that Anthony Davis keep getting injured. You know, I don't know if you ever heard remember on Undisputed and stuff, they used to call Anthony Davis street clothes. I don't know if you heard Skip Bayless or Shannon Sharp refer to
Yeah.
him as street
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, man, he just can't stay in the lineup, man. And then if you look at it, like, I don't think he's the type of basketball player to carry a team. I think, you know, he's a very good compliment to somebody, but I don't think that he can carry a team by himself. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Anthony Davis, I don't want to say a generational talent, but he's one of those that you just can't pick off of an NBA tree. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not just your average Joe. He can easily average 25, 10 and 10 for real. 27, 10 and 10. He just got that type of talent. But I don't think that you can build around Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? You could build around Luka Doncic. Luka is young. You know what I mean? Luka is averaging 28 points a game, something like that. He had a couple of 50-point. I think he had a 50-point game, a 60-point game. You know what I mean? He was in the finals last year. So to me, I feel like the Lakers actually won that deal. I do feel like the Mavericks won that deal too as well, because now you compare him with Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving could be problems, just like Luka and LeBron could be a problem. You know what I mean? With the Lakers, though, they got a young stud. You know what I mean? Once LeBron retire, they could actually build their franchise off of a star player. Actually, he's more than just a star player. He was supposed to get a max deal. He was supposed to get around, if he would have stayed with the Mavericks, he would have got around $345 million. That was, you know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
signed him in June or something like that. Now that he got traded, he don't get the super max deal. He get the max deal, $229 million, which is still a lot, but you leaving so much money on the table. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, you know, the consensus is that, you know, he had weight issues. You know what I mean? So he would come in overweight and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was reported that he was like 270 pounds. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
Mhm.
I don't know if you ever heard of Zion Williams, who played for the Pelicans.
Nah.
Yeah. My boy, like, listen, all of this sounds foreign to me. Who is Zion Williams, yo?
Yeah. Nah. It's nah. I know a few kind of guys, but there's some guys that got caught up in a loop that I missed. You know, because I'm more of an NFL, but
Yeah.
yeah, I watch enough of the NBA to know enough of it. Like, you know.
Yeah. And it's okay. Listen, man. Listen, I became an NBA guy back in 2000. Let me see, like, when I first got NBA 2K14 for the Xbox, that's when I started really watching the NBA and studying the NBA. Now, over the past years, I haven't been watching it like that because it just don't catch my eye. Like, I don't know some of these new guys on these teams too. So like, I'm just right now, I'm a casual watcher until like the playoffs. You know what I mean? But some of the names, majority of the names I know because of I was watching it at the time. I was watching it at the time.
Yeah.
A lot of these names were prevalent and stuff like that. So damn, what I was getting at though, as far as Luka.
Yo,
Oh yeah, the weight issues and stuff like that.
yeah.
My bad. Listen, man, my memory is
Nah,
bad.
it be like that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so Zion Williams right now, he is having, or he's had trouble with his weight. And the whole thing was like, yo, you keep getting injured because you got a lot of weight on them knees and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You keep getting injured, slim down a little bit, the Pelicans, they are from Louisiana. You know what I mean? New Orleans, Louisiana, whichever one is the city or state, I don't know. I got to look that up. But he's from this. So, Louisiana, New Orleans, they known for their food. You know what I mean? If you're in a city that got good food, all you're going to do is eat, 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 eat. So, he had weight issues and stuff like that, kept getting injured and everything like that. So that was his problem. So going back to Luka, he was, gaining weight, having weight issues. So they're like, listen, man, like you're very undisciplined. And I'm paraphrasing right now, but you're very undisciplined. Boom. We about to trade you for Anthony Davis, a secret trade for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis ain't know he was going to get traded. They all pretty much found out the same time. Like Anthony Davis was probably in his bed, probably got a text message like, yo, you want a Mavericks? And he probably was surprised, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now in the NBA world, you know what I mean? It's a couple other players that got traded. I think De'Aaron Fox got traded to the Spurs. So the trade deadline, I think, is Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So everybody about to get their trade on, their last minute trade on and stuff like that, man. So that's what's going on.
I don't like when it comes to that. Let me start from here because if people have been watching our pod and been watching it, because we've been talking about it's the same thing what we say because we talk about a lot about NFL and we speak a lot about covering the NFL in different ways. But in a lot of ways of the NFL, it's somewhat similar as in NBA. So I used to say this a lot. I used to say, yo, man, I just want because I forgot. I think when we were talking about Tyreek Hill in the situation when he was going through he wanted to go back to the Chiefs and all that other stuff. And I was like, yo, I just want to see a player that could just stick with a team and push it through and make it like just stay with a team that you got in and you prevail and you succeed with them when they didn't like you is the reason why they became what they are. And I said that, and I kind of still feel that way, but I have another view of it just by dealing with this trade. I look at it as that if you think about it, and this go for NBA and this go for NFL, both NBA and NFL. If you think about it, besides Tom Brady, but even with Tom Brady enough, like because we say that Tom Brady didn't have no body, but he still had some people to do their job right. Because somebody got to catch the ball, somebody got to run it in the touchdown. So even though you could say, oh, he had nobodies, well, his nobodies did their job right. His nobody they had to play like starters and had to deal with their thing that year for him to succeed and to win a Super Bowl as many rings he won. So basically what I'm getting at, what I'm saying is that I used to say that like that, damn, I would wish to see, because I say that about LeBron James too, about wanting to see him staying with the Cavs, and him sticking it out and making his name with that team that he was the reason why they became a dynasty instead of him trying to go to a team that's already a dynasty and making his name for it. But at the same time, I look at it. It's if you think about it, it's not now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but based on my knowledge on NFL and NBA,
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it, name me some professional like Hall of Famers and some real time NBA players and NFL players that made a name for themselves and they ain't had nobody.
Um,
Like on a team, it was just dumb. And they like and they like if they not Hall of Famers, they was close to it when their career ended. Like
um,
they got at least 1 or 2 rings or something like that.
I can't name it off the top of my I can't name it off the top of my head,
So
but
it is. So but basically, what you say, it is some players that have done it all on just only them by
well,
themselves.
well, as far as the NBA, it's more. I feel like it's more in the NBA than the NFL. But this one's a little different though because neither one of them requested a trade. This
I
was
know. Yeah.
this
Yeah,
was something done by two people that was in the upper management in the Lakers and the upper management in Dallas. Neither of the players knew that they was getting traded. So it was some organization shit, but it wasn't even an organization. It was between two people that just he said that they met at dinner and then one day, I mean, or sometime during dinner, he was like, how would you feel if you want to trade X, Y, and Z? And it pretty much brushed over it between the two. And then later on, and I'm paraphrasing y'all, but I guess later on, he hit him back. Oh, now let's make this deal and listen, don't nobody gotta know about it, because them the only two people that know about it. And next thing you know, the trade happened.
Yeah, I knew that they didn't really necessarily know when because I heard a lot of talk about it, and you just said it just like a few minutes ago about he was like, oh, he looked at his phone and he was like, oh, he's on the Mavericks and everything. Yeah, so I understand that part. So I wasn't basing when me saying that wasn't based on coming at him.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it do be because a lot of these players do requesting and they be wanting to trade, they want to go to another team. But I know this time is different. But I'm saying it as not on him, but just it's on the coach, it's on the coaches and on the organization that make that decision, or mainly the organization probably. And what I'm saying is, regardless of who is the reason why the trade is happening, it's just another scenario that a player is getting traded to a team that he's I mean, I'm not gonna say he can't make a name for himself, but he's gonna be in the shadow. Like he gonna get his money. He probably gonna get his stats.
He definitely not gonna be in the shadow because go ahead.
No, but what I mean he's gonna be in the shadow. What I mean is that you go to a team, okay, you go to the Lakers, you got LeBron James, you got they got you know the Lakers way more than me or the plays on there. But I mostly know about AD and LeBron James, and I know they had some other solidified players that was on there, but it's been a lot of switch up and a lot of for the past season that I know a lot of players that's not on there that was there a season or 2 seasons ago. But we know the main people that I hear about that's on the Lakers that be balling is LeBron James and AD and everything. But okay, if they swapped, okay, AD ain't not on it. AD went to the team he was at, and now he's going to the going with LeBron James. And I feel like, okay, he could still make his name, but if the Lakers I say this, answer this. Let's just say this before I continue, so I don't be talking out of my ass. Before I continue, answer this question: Is the Laker what's the word I'm gonna use? Is they I won't say loaded, but is there a team that got all-star players on it?
No,
Far your opinion.
no, they're a team that don't have all-star players, but they are a team that is capable of going to the playoffs.
So they because when I was watching the Lakers, and because I follow it, I don't follow it like you, but I follow it, and I hear a lot of stuff on it about the players and everything. Since like even last season, because like I got family members, I got everything, and I be looking at Shannon Sharp, I be looking at all like a lot of these analysts that be talking about it, and they were saying a lot of these players on the teams that I be hearing that was on there. I know they had AD, they had I believe didn't they have Westbrook one time?
Yeah, they had Westbrook, but they actually traded Westbrook to the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, but they traded him last season. Like they traded he was there last season though, right?
Yeah, they traded him last season to the Denver Nuggets. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. As far as my memory, they had players that was just nothing but all stars. So maybe this season, because I didn't follow. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't follow it as much this season. But I just know that they had those type of players on there at one time. Like
Westbrook wasn't even Westbrook has an all-star name. He has an all-star name, but he's not an all-star. We had D'Angelo Russell. He has a star name, but he's not really a star. You know what I mean? He's not really a star. He definitely got a star name. So the Lakers just had pieces, you know what I mean, for a couple years besides the bubble ring championship. After that, you know what I mean, the Lakers just pretty much had pieces. You know what I mean? The star, the face of the league is LeBron James, and that was that. But besides that, the Lakers ain't have no other star but LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis never played in the shadow of anything. Anthony Davis was right alongside of LeBron James as far as just NBA talent, not name talent, just NBA talent and stuff like that. You know, Anthony Davis was definitely a star, but besides them two, it's just a bunch of rotational pieces and a bunch of just
okay. Yeah, I'm basically just being your mediator of asking you questions because you're more of an analyst when it comes to this section, like So I'm basically what I'm is of giving more of an idea on the situation, because how I look at it, if he was going to the Lakers, because based on last time I looked at the Lakers, they had all stars, they had those players, and I was just how I was looking at it, he's going to a team that had that, and he's just going to be in the shadow of, well, okay, he do good, but then people are going to be like, well, he's doing good because he on the Lakers, so that's making it more easier, So sometimes that overshadow your talent to an extent because of that, but like LeBron James is different because LeBron James have showed without the Lakers. He had been the other team to show what he could do. So when he went to the Lakers, people already and him balling at the Lakers, people are not gonna say that about LeBron James because they know what he did on other teams. But when you're not really, doing what LeBron did on other teams and you go into a team like that and then you start doing that and you start making a name, it kind of get overshadowed. People start overlooking it because of that reason, so that's what I was trying to come from. But if you're telling me the Lakers is not that team like that this season, and they just not that team as far as my memory, like I used to, what I thought of, then I think it's again, I guess it's cool. Like if the Lakers just saying that, well, we need another piece, and they made a trade, and they feel like I guess AD is not haven't been doing what they felt like they need him to do, and they be like, you were like, well, we rather have Luka, and you could take AD because we see the potential Luka, if we could get him fit, we get him in shape, and we can use him in a certain type of way. Then yeah, I guess that's a good piece for the Lakers, but they're looking for it, So
yeah. Just to wrap this up, yeah, man. Listen, this is one of the few times that I've seen the Lakers actually prepare for the future. You know what I mean? Well. Only reason I say one of the few times because we saw with the whole Kobe and Shaq thing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking about in a span of like the last like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to make this move especially with a guy that's only 25, been in the league for 7 years and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And pretty much, he could work on his weight control. It's damn near like, yo, when LeBron exit and retire, you are the face of this team. You're already an all-star. You know what I mean? You already final and stuff like that. You already got a huge name. You feel what I'm saying? So, once LeBron retire, man, it's gonna be Luka team, and they could just build right around Luka. They could build pieces right around Luka, and on top of that, they didn't really give up much for him. You know what I mean? They didn't really give up much for him. It was a quiet trade. Now, if this trade, if they was trying to trade Luka publicly, a lot of teams would have been lining up, and they would have gave a boatload of stuff for Luka. You know what I mean? They would have gave, man, teams out there would have probably gave 2 or 3 first round, 28, 29 pick, second pick, get this player, that player, and all this stuff. But it was secret.
I was just about to ask that was it just a swap trade, or was it like, did they trade him and then got like a better pick?
Yeah, actually they traded Luka, and Markieff Morris is going to the Lakers, and that's cool because Markieff Morris played for the Lakers when the Lakers went to the championship in 2020. So you got a defensive player right there, and that's cool. And the Mavs received the first round. They received AD, something else, and a 2029 first round pick.
Oh, so the Mavs got a pick.
Yeah, 2029 first round pick. So, so that's that on the NBA pretty much. You know what I mean? If y'all want to learn more about it, like I said, listen, you got other analysts out there that know way more than what we know. You know what I mean? You got your Stephen Smith and everything like that. So go check them boys out on the YouTube channel as well, man. Listen, man, it's a lot of things going on right now in the world, man. It's a lot of things going on as far as like plane crashes and stuff like that, man. I don't know what's happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like a couple more plane crashes had happened. One in Philly, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it was another one in Texas, right?
Yeah. Wait, was it? It was what? So it was. I heard about the one in what was DC? I think the first one was DC, right? With that was with the helicopter, right, or some shit, something like that.
Yeah, they recovered 67 bodies. That is wild, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it, but the first one was DC. The second one was Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I didn't hear about the Texas. You saw about Texas? I ain't hear nothing about Texas. Dang,
it was a plane crash. Yo, if y'all watching this in the future, whatever the case may be, let me know, because I knew it was one in one of those cities, and then a fourth one, a guy was recording the wing on a plane that it caught on fire, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on out here, man. But the one in DC, man, like I said, they recovered 67 bodies. You know what I mean? It was a lot of young people on board, man. You had two Russia figure ring skaters up there. Flight attendants, a young flight attendant, man. So listen, man, my prayers go out to the families for them. The one in Philadelphia, man, that one was scary because I saw footage of a dash cam, and somebody was in traffic, and then next thing you know, you just see the plane just.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yup, I saw that.
Just imagine you listen. Just imagine you can't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You don't know what's coming. You know what I mean? You don't see nothing coming. The next thing you know, light just flashed before your eyes, and boom, and all you hear is a boom. And yo, you know how scary that gotta be, dog.
Yeah, and some people is like, oh, how you not know it was a missile and all that. Listen, I'm all for a lot of conspiracy theories, and we already know what a lot of stuff could happen. I'm all for it, but to be honest, some things is not always conspiracy. Like some things actually just happens. Like like now, it maybe so, maybe it's, but at the end of the day, it's not really enough evidence and proof to say that this is a conspiracy. Like because. Like one, they got parts down there. So how can you say it's a missile when you stay seeing airplane parts down there? And then second, when you look at the video, one thing about 9 out of 10 about a missile gonna come down, it's gonna hit fast.
Yeah, yeah,
You're gonna hit it, it's gonna come fast.
yeah.
Like that plane did like a whole you heard it. It was like boom.
Out of
That's what it's
nowhere.
like.
Just imagine you just hearing the sound, just like you just driving regular, all you hear is,
Yeah,
and they're getting louder. Boom, just
yeah,
exploding,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. That was like I was like, wow. When I saw the video, I'm like, and then they showed the clips with people walking up, the video taping it, and with the debris and everything. And I'm like, oh man, I hope I don't see no dead bodies. And I'm like, it's just gonna be crazy, like But like, it was like, oh, like listen, we just already had a conversation about airplanes and turbulence and all this other stuff, and it's like this ain't making no better for me. Like like it's like it ain't making no better. All these airplanes crashes and all that. I already dealing with a phobia. Like man, like calm down with this. Like I'm
Bro,
trying my best to get over this.
it's,
It's
it's
just,
an agenda. Well, in
yeah,
conspiracy theory land, it's an agenda going on to actually scare
yeah.
people. It's something happening now. A lot of people, they got their conspiracy theories on these plane crashes and stuff like that, saying that, especially in the one in DC, like how did the helicopter not see the plane right in front of him? It seemed like they asked him on the radio, do you see that plane in front of you? He said yes, but when you look at it, he's still flying where the plane is going. Like the plane was lifting off or
Mhm.
coming down or something like that. I don't know if it was lifting off or if it was landing, but it seemed like how you just run right into the plane like that.
But answer this. Just answer this. He said they asked him that question. Oh, do you see this? You see the wait. You say he asked it because it's the helicopter and the plane. They say they asked the plane, the pilot in the plane. Do you see the helicopter?
Pilot on the Black Hawk helicopter. Yes.
Oh, they asked the guy on the helicopter. Do you see the plane? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So answer this now. Uh, they asked the guy on the helicopter. Did you see the plane?
Mm-hmm.
And he said yes. But did the guy in the plane see him? And not only did the guy in the plane see him, what made the guy in the plane? Because he probably tried. The guy in the helicopter probably was trying to avoid it, but the guy in the plane didn't try to avoid it. And then it made it look like okay, he deliberately went into the plane or whatever. Like so it's a lot of stuff to think about. What actually acquired to that incident that to you to think like like. How did these planes? Because they go through these routes all the time. They have these radars. They have all this to detect. Okay, a routes. But this don't happen.
Air traffic
So
control and all of that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like so how is these things is happening when they have these things down pat and on radar to ahead of time. They could see when a helicopter or a plane is going off course and headed to the wrong direction. They could avoid that ahead of time. So if they could avoid this ahead of time and they could see what happened, what happened to the point, like did the last minute he turned off course and they didn't have enough time to stop it? But that just means then maybe they making these airplanes and helicopters fly a little bit too close to each other when it needs to be more separation. I don't know. It's just mind boggling that a lot of these incidents is happening and it's like maybe that just say it wasn't nothing that was done deliberately. That's poor the
My boy
conspiracy.
said deliberately. Okay, that's good. Listen, y'all. Make sure y'all use y'all definition words. That was a definition word right there. Deliberately.
Right, that's how you say it, right?
No. You saying it right. I'm just saying like that's a big word right there.
Yeah,
Deliberate.
yeah. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that just throw that out the way. That just throw like that happened intentionally. Like that just throw that way out and throw away conspiracy and all that. That just say this just was what's the word I'm gonna use? actual really incident that just happened, like, and maybe it's because a process or something that they didn't do right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a way that they did that they gotta overlook and they gotta find a better process at. It's just so mind-boggling and so crazy that a lot of people lose their life because of uh organization, or what you want to call a company, that don't think things all the way through.
Yeah.
It's like when you got, I just look at it, when you're dealing with people's lives, like, even I just say maybe the process was gotta be better, but when you dealing with people's lives, you gotta make sure it's 100% better. Like, you gotta make sure that process is right. If these airplanes, it shouldn't be no reason why an airplane and a helicopter collide to each other and you couldn't avoid it. You should already have this process done, it that these airplanes shouldn't even fly that close to each other. That if you see a helicopter go on course, you could have prevented it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of feel like, even if that happened, that at the last minute the helicopter went off course or the airplane went off course, and they collide to each other, I feel like it had to be that they have the airways, not airways, but you know what I mean, like the sky zone too cluttered with traffic,
Mm-hmm.
that, like always, money always be involved in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got this airplane flying, we got this helicopter flying, we got this jet flying, we got this going on back and forth, this and that. So these airplanes and helicopters and these jets is flying a little bit too close to each other. That so when an airplane go off course and a helicopter go off course, is really not is they don't have enough time to warn or to do anything,
Yeah.
because they flying a little bit too close to each other, that and it's just going to happen. Like, and maybe that's the situation, or maybe the conspiracy is right. Maybe, like, oh man, like, what's going on? Like, but my point
All,
is, it's
all,
like, it's
all I know,
sad because these lives have just been lost for it.
all I know is that when they talk when they talk about trying to put fear in people, listen. I just want to say this, right? Y'all definitely put fear in me. Oh my gosh, because I don't even know if I feel like flying anymore, bro. I might keep everything local. I ain't gonna lie, man.
My man said, "No, you don't know if I don't know if they really try to put fear in my head, but if that is, they succeeded." Like,
For real, yo, I don't know if I want to fly. I'm just gonna keep everything local, man. Atlantic City, Seaside Heights. You know, what I mean, People's Choice. We just gonna do that, man. Go right.
oh man, and it's sad, it's crazy, and it hurts me because, like, if you know me, like, maybe, like, because I speak about it, but I don't speak enough, and maybe you don't even know. So I'm gonna say it right now. Like, my main goal in life, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be a businessman. I like this music. We do music, but that ain't my main goal. That's just my bridge goal. That's just the bridge goal to get to my main goal. Like, my ultimate last result of main goal in this life is my main goal can't happen until my success. So that's why the music and everything else is the bridge, because when after the music and everything else, I'm confident that that's when the success gonna come. So then when the success gonna come, then that's when I can move into my main goal. My main goal in life is, I want to travel. I want to go around the world and see different things, different places. Like, before I leave this earth, I want to at least say, yo,
You
I
gonna do
saw.
that by train? You gonna do it by train?
That's what my point I'm getting at, yo. All this shit, all this everything that's happening is making my main goal hard. Like, I don't even know what I don't even know if I want that to be my main goal anymore. Now, like,
Look at
like,
my
it's just
boy.
too much. Like, well, which I can't, because you got the blur on and everything.
Blur on, but that's Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes in
Oh,
2000.
okay,
So
yeah,
that's what I mean.
word.
Look at
Word, facts. But
All right,
nah,
go ahead.
yeah, yeah, but nah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't, it's making my main goal hard because I don't even know if I want to do that now because like, order to travel the world, you gonna have to fly. Like, unless if you gonna tour bus it, you know how long that's gonna take.
Yo, unless you get some Goku powers, bro. Listen, if I get some Dragon Ball Z powers, bro, that's the only way I'm flying. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Now
If I
I
go ahead.
told you if I'm going to travel the world, then yeah, I'm going back I'm going back in time type how they used to do back in the days when they used to travel the world in that little 2-seater airplane.
Yeah, nah, yo,
I'm
yo,
down in the 2-seater airplane with a parachute, my nigga. That's how I'm doing it. Like to
tell
get
'em,
that.
I'm gonna go to a chemical plant. I'm gonna dive in a chemical plant, and I'm gonna come out
Yeah.
with powers. And my powers is gonna be flying. That's
Oh
the
man,
only way I'm flying across the world. That's the only way I'm traveling is if I'm in a chemical plant and I come out with power.
and you go at a chemical plant and you dive in a chemical there, yeah, you're gonna be flying. You're gonna be flying up to heaven, motherfucker. That's what
I'm gonna be
you're gonna be flying to heaven. You're gonna be levitating up to heaven like that. Hey, you like, but I get what you said, though. I get what you said, but
but
like, yo,
I won't be afraid to travel. I'm just going, but I will listen. I am having second thoughts of like catching a plane and stuff like that. Listen, I'm gonna be whenever I get on the plane because I'm gonna eventually have to. You know what I mean? To go on a trip or two or whatever. Like I'm gonna be so prayed up. I'm gonna leave everything in God's hands. And at the end of the day, if God be like, yo, it's your time, bro. And then one of the wings come off the plane. Listen, it's nothing you can
yeah.
do about it, bro. Because listen, I don't want to be insensitive, man. I just want to say, listen, man, prayers up to the families, to everybody who
Yeah,
all of this.
I'm just saying, man, because of two things, because of everything that's happening, and because I know how my mind might be. And
Mhm.
if I'm on an airplane, people say, well, go to sleep, like take some sleeping pills, be knocked out. But it's easy to say it. Like, the one thing about me, I might take some sleeping pills, but I'm probably gonna be so nervous that shit gonna eat through the sleeping pills. Like, I'm probably gonna be wake drugged up like a motherfucker. Like, I'm not gonna be this.
That is the
Excuse
day
me.
I have 55 anxiety attacks. Nigga, my
Yeah,
stomach
that's what I'm saying. Like,
dying.
my anxiety is gonna be up for. I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep. I'm gonna be like, just gonna be high, drugged up off of sleeping pills for being up, like, because
I,
like anxiety is
mhm.
gonna be eating through it. Like, cause every little thing just gonna keep me up. Like, if I'm looking out the window and that, like, the wind, like, and the turbulence is hitting hard. I'm gonna have a million things running through my head. Like, I'm gonna have to do it. So, like, my mind gonna be running. It's probably gonna be like, this is it, right? I could be like, I'm
Yo,
like, yo, nah, don't say that.
my
Like, I'm probably
nerves
gonna get my head and everything.
my nerves is gonna be shot. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen. I will listen, man. Listen,
We don't got it.
yeah, man. Listen, man. Prayers up to all the families, man.
Facts.
Stuff, man. Everybody, please be careful when you travel, man.
Definitely.
Listen. If you could take a chill pill on traveling, just take a chill pill until all of this stuff pretty much calm down. Now, man, it's a lot going on out there, man. But some
Yeah.
people they ain't got no choice to travel because they got to go on business trips. They got
There's a lot of reasons to travel. There's
a
a
lot,
lot of reasons to travel.
lot of reasons, man. So my thing is, man, listen, just be careful, man. Stay prayed up. You know,
Yeah.
and be covered in the blood of Jesus, or pray to whoever you pray to. You know what I mean? That's that, man. Fight weekend happened, man.
Word.
Man. I actually watched that whole fight, man. The fight was amazing. I actually watched everything leading up to the fight. That fight was definitely good, man. Listen, y'all better put some respect on Carissa Shields' name. Listen, I know she got in a boxing ring with a guy and got put on her huggy. She definitely got put on her huggy. You feel what I'm saying? But Carissa Shields could box, man. Listen, that is Pat Pooh's
Wait,
girlfriend.
wait, hold on. Let me time in. Let me time in with it because like I feel like you're gonna go in with the what's the name. So I want you to end it off. Like let me time in on this fight first, like because I'm gonna keep it brief, like, and I want you to just take it away. All right. So when I look at the fight, Shields, she was boxing.
Yeah.
Her form, the way that she was slicking those hits and she was ducking.
Her form is brawling. She got a brawling form.
Yeah, but like she did not mostly. Yeah, I feel you. She got a brawling form, but at the same time, it was like she was trying to pinpoint her hits at the same time too.
Mm-hmm.
And like she was doing a lot of two on 1-2s and a lot of 1-2-3s that I was looking. She was trying to get that right hand connected all through the rounds. Like she was trying. She was at that end. She succeeded, but that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to set that right end. And I give it to Perkins. Perkins, so she still did. She still did to the end. Even though she went down, she didn't get knocked out. She still in because I'm gonna give it. She was eating some of them. Like she was taking them. She was fighting back. One thing I could say about Perkins that I could.
Carissa Shields got that one. All she needed was that one.
Yeah. That's what she was looking for. But what I could say, like, give to Perkins when and what she did was when you supposed to do. Now it didn't work out for at the end of the road. But at the end of the day, it's still something that you need to do. Now maybe she got to get a little bit more better with it, but it's something that you have to do when you're fighting with somebody that's brawling and that will try to come at you. You have to back them up. You got to slow them down. Because if you see a lot of time, a lot of fighters they get knocked out because when they fighting a fighter like that, they stop swinging and they start focused on trying to like defend. They stop swinging and they just get hit up, and that's they get hit one time and they get dropped. Yeah. No, Perkins was swinging back.
Yeah, she was. She was.
She was swing. She was. Shields was hitting her with blows. Hitting. She was like, nah. She started swinging back. Nah. Back up. Slow down. Like
a couple too. Perkins.
Yeah. So she was slowing. She was slowing Shields down. That shit was making it hard for Shields to connect those hits and to continue to do what she wanted to do. Why? Because Perkins was swinging back. Like so. Shields had to. Okay, now I gotta back up and defend myself so I don't get connected. And a lot of times, and what made that work because sometimes you do got boxers that would do that, but then they end up getting knocked out because now they try to swing back, but the guy is like, nah, like yes, and you play into their hands and they get knocked out. So, but what made her be able to do that? That's why you gotta build a lot of these boxers. You gotta build your chin up. You gotta learn how to take hits.
Yeah.
All that is in boxing. You gotta be prepared to take a hit. Yes, you know what? Like one thing about Mayweather, they say like Mayweather, like listen, I train not to take a hit. I move if I take a hit, cool. But you still gotta train to take hits just in case you do get hit. And I feel like she was well enough taking Perkins was good enough for taking Shields hits that will allow her to fight back. And she fought back. That kept Shields in bay to a extent, but it was just Shields was just she just had a game plan. I felt like she was a brawler, but it seemed like when she was fighting, she was just fighting to set her up, and she had a game plan. And at that last round, it worked in the quarter, and that was a nice slick move. She like got her like so. To end it off, I'm gonna let you go in so you could do what you think. Yeah, kudos to both of them. It was a good fight to both hands. It's just that Shields got the best of her because it was like Shields was just her the way she came in. She looked like she came in on a mission, and Perkins couldn't keep up. That's just basically what I look at it.
I feel like Shields definitely came in on a mission, especially during the press conference and all that.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Shields is she is a brawler. You know what I mean? She like to stand in there, and that's what I mean when you know her her boxing is brawlic, and she's a,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She's not your fundamental fighter. You know what I mean? She don't really know how to set it up for real. She'll go in there and slug it out with you. That's how Shields is. That's how her
yeah, yeah,
style. So for me, towards the end, when I started seeing the setup, I'm like, it's something different about Shields. You know what I mean? As far as a training regimen or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Um,
mm-hmm.
I like Shields. I like Perkins because Perkins actually stood in there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think Perkins had a chance before this fight happened, but Perkins actually stood in it as well. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But
She also 42 years old. I just want to say that before, and I'll let you go. She is 42 years old too. So it was she. They said 'cause that's what they was talking about. Shields is 29. I think I saw, and Perkins is 2042.
yeah,
So it is an age different at the same time. But I don't. I just want to say that because but
but
I just say that because of what you just said. That for age to be 42 and then hold her home that long, that's still something good.
yeah, but for Carissa Shields, she had I mean, according to like the community and stuff, she had a lot riding on the line. I mean, she had that whole, Remy Ma Pat Poose thing going on. So if she would have got knocked out for real, that would have made headlines, and then the whole battle rap community.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel you. Yep.
That shit would have been talked about. So,
Yeah.
but listen, shout out to both women, man. You know what I mean? They actually listen. Women boxing. Listen, I don't listen. I don't want my girl to box. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yo, you go
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
you get wild up on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. You come home with a cherry on top. But listen, shout out to not only women boxing, but just overall, man. Shout out to women's sports. Period. Women's sports has definitely came up. The
That's
WNBA,
fact. Yeah.
basketball. You know what I mean? Listen, women's sports is definitely looking good, man. So shout out to all the women out there. Shout out to all the ones that's actually trying to pursue a professional career in whatever sport you're trying to pursue. Even with the analysts now, it's
Yeah.
a lot of nice female analysts. I'm forgetting their names, but your Joy Tellers of the world, your Malika Andrews of the
Yeah.
world. I forgot the other girl name, so pardon me. But yeah, man, listen, these females is going in right now. You know what I mean? But
I got a question I want to ask, but I'm gonna let you go until you when you're done though.
I was about to say, shout out to Carissa Shields and Perkins for doing their thing, man. You know what I mean? Carissa Shields came out with the dub, man. It's
Yeah.
on to the next. You know what I mean? Shout out to them.
Word. Now, what I want to say just real quick because you just think you got us talking about women's sports and this and that. How you feel about because I don't know how to feel because I see a lot of hate when it comes to this, and maybe you probably feel the same way. But I'm like, yo, like I feel like, dang, give them a break a little bit. That everybody needs to try to do something. They want to be a part of something. Like it's not wrong for a woman want to be a part of something or whatever. But how you feel about woman commentary? Because I be hearing a lot of men like, "Oh man, this one of the commentary is blowing me." I'm like, "Well, I mean, she don't sound that bad. Why is y'all coming at her that hard?" Like in NFL, now you see them introducing a woman commentary in NFL. You hear the woman like she's analyzing the game while the game going, like and and it's mostly the males.
Mm-hmm.
They feel some type of way about it, and you hear a
Because
lot of discuss.
men not using, I mean, not using, how I sound. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Men are not used to females being in the same realm. If not, men are not used to females actually having the same job as us. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
be honest, this is a male driven world. You know what I mean? So, honestly, bro, like it's time to start thinking like this, bro. Women like sports like men. You know what I mean? It's just now that they got the camera on them more often than not now. You know what I mean? They got their
yeah,
own. They got their own podcast. They got their own voice now. So I like it. Listen, if you like sports or if you are into this or if you are into that and you want to be in front of the camera and reporting, listen, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect
yeah.
it.
Facts.
Listen, just because she's a female, that doesn't mean that she don't know nothing. She probably know just as much as you, if not
Real.
more than
Right.
you. You just gotta respect it, man. You know what I mean? You gotta respect the hustle, you gotta respect the grind, and you gotta respect the profession. Especially if the female put work in to actually watch film, watch tape, study, knows the in and out, in and outs of this sport, that sport, whatever
Mhm.
it may be. Then she has all right to be up there on that platform. You feel what I'm saying? So
Facts, facts.
real. You know what I mean? So shout out to the female commentators. Shout out to the female analysts. You know what I mean? Shout out to the females that's playing, sports and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Listen, right now it's y'all world. It's y'all time. Y'all make it do what it do, man. You know what I mean? Shine a
Mhm.
light on 'em, man. Because for a long time they didn't get this type of just do. They didn't get this respect because it was a male dominated world as far as in the sports aspect or whatever. You know what I mean? But now the females making noise, and I just the women and the young ladies are making noise. I just don't want to say the women and the young
Yeah,
ladies making
yeah.
noise. Shout out to them, man. You know what I mean?
Shout
Listen,
out.
F the haters, man. You know what I mean? If any male got something to say, that mean that they didn't update their perspective. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't update their way of,
Facts.
and then that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong.
Nah, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, y'all, I was gonna do a reaction video. We coming up on a 1 hour mark. I was gonna do a reaction video, but we about to wrap this up. Listen, only reason I got my shades on right now because if I take my 9 times out of 10, if I take my glasses off, I'm sleep for real. You know what I mean? Like my eyes gonna be on, like I be tired. You feel what I'm saying?
Word.
I keep the glasses on so that way y'all won't get like a drowsy face. You know what I mean? Y'all can still
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
some young man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean.
Listen, man. Listen, we got something soon coming for y'all, man. We got picked up by another sponsor, man. So probably not the next video, but the video after that, once we get everything together, stay tuned, man. We got, you know what I mean? We got something good going on, man. So as y'all growing with us and as we growing with y'all, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Please make sure that y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel. That's right there at the bottom, right, probably to your left. And so, become a member to the Patreon page. All you got to do is go to patreon.com, type in Dolo Solo 103 TV, become a member to the Patreon page. And that's all you got to do. Just hit that become a member button. That's it. That's all you got to do, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into the Holla at Your Boy podcast.
Holla.
And Young Jers, you already know, man. Thank y'all.